Hello, my YouTube friend, Pop Comics here, and today we got a ton of packages to go through, some comic books I bought from local stores, and just a whole ton of fun stuff. Alright, let's start digging through these boxes. Alright, this is a package I just bought a couple days ago. I got it from Etsy. It's 4 comic books, and I paid $96. It doesn't feel like there's any kind of protection, maybe a little bit of cardboard, so I'm not 100% sure how good this packaging is going to be, but let's open it up and see what it looks like inside. Okay, so this feels really flimsy. The seller put them in a vanilla envelope, so I don't know how well that protected the corners, but maybe a little teeny bit. Kind of wish he put them in cardboard. This is 4 individual listings he had on Etsy. All right, let's see. Get this out of there. Okay, just looking at the corner of the boards, I don't think any of them got dinged, so I think we're okay. I don't think it got damaged in the mail, so I'm happy about that. All right, let's take a look at what we got. Okay, we have Bunny number 19. I really want to complete this series. I love the covers. I just think they're a ton of fun. We have Katy Keene fashion book number 13. Decent looking copy. It does have some brittle chips out of the edge. Might be detached at that staple, but this series is really hard to find in decent shape. This is kind of good enough for me because none of the main image is damaged. It does have some chipping on the spine. All right, let me open it up just to see how it looks inside. Okay. Yeah, the spine is a little bit split too, so it might, I have a feeling it might be detached. Yeah, so this one is detached. So it's a detached cover, so I don't want to mess with it too much. But I think I got it for a decent enough price. I'm actually really happy with it. That is fun. But yeah, I don't want to mess around with it too much because I don't want to tear it up. This is the kind of comic book that I want to eventually learn to do some conservation work just to stabilize the spine, just so that you can look at it and read it. But for the most part, the image is intact on the cover. So that's the main thing that I want. I want a clean, complete image and not one that is completely creased up and damaged. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. I think it was a little bit more expensive than I should have paid, but that's okay. Okay. Got it back in the bag and board, and for now, I'm just going to put it away, keep it safe. Okay, and then we have Katy Keene number 30. Absolutely love the coloring on this cover. I love the way the water looks. This one I've been looking for a while. It's hard to find this one in good shape. This one's not too bad. You know, it's maybe like a 3, maybe a 2.5, but it's high enough grade that I'm happy with it. It looks awesome. And then we have Katy Keene number 26. This one I don't see that often either, so I'm actually really happy with that. Again, not in the best shape, maybe like a 2.5, but there's no major creases. And that's the thing is I paid, what, $25 each on average. I think one was more expensive. The others were cheaper, but overall, they're presentable. So that's what makes me happy. That's what I'm kind of looking for. Issues that don't look too beat up, and then down the road, I'll get better issues. Once I've completed the set, then I won't buy them as often. I'll look for really high quality issues for a cheap price. All right, really happy with those though. Awesome comic books. Okay, this is a book that I bought, maybe 4 or 5 months ago. It's a collection of Don Motee artwork. I paid, I think, around 50 bucks. It's limited to 100 books, so it's super limited. I was looking for more of her artwork, so when I saw it for like 50 bucks, I'm like, why not? Especially because it's so limited. All right, let's flip through some pages and see what it looks like. Okay, let's take a look at this Don Motee book. I think it was just over $50 shipped. Limited edition of 100. So first of all, it's a really rare book, and it's just a hardcover, so it's fun to have in the collection. I love books like this from different artists just because I feel like you get a lot of value out of it. You know, I collect comic books and this kind of stuff because I love the artwork for the most part. So just getting an art book full of art is gorgeous. And I just think there's a lot of great images in here. I really like her line work, and most of these were also colored by Sabine Rich. You guys know I'm a big Sabine Rich fan, so it's like a 2-for-1. So you get the Don Motee line work, which, as you can see, gorgeous pencils, and then the coloring by Sabine Rich is beautiful. And I'm not going to go through the whole book because you probably want to get it yourself if you really enjoy it. But I think having such a limited book full of beautiful artwork, just a lot of value in there, I think. Gorgeous. All right, some of these are colored by other people. And then we have just some convention sketches. Those are a ton of fun. I love, you know, some people just don't do convention sketches very well, but hers are really nice. Got Wonder Woman, Sabine Rich colored, different colorist. But yeah, this is all beautiful. Oh, more sketches, I think. No, it looks like finished work. Some of the Rothic stuff in here. Yeah, so this is all beautiful. Definitely, if you're a fan of hers, or if you think you'd be a fan of her, I think this book is worth it for 50 bucks. All right, really happy to add that to my collection. Just randomly digging through my stuff, I pulled this out. I had to show you guys. This is an autograph by Eugene Merman. He does the voice of Gene in Bob's Burgers. He walked into my shop a few years ago, maybe like 5 years ago. And I was looking around. I didn't have anything for him to sign, so I just grabbed a backer board. I'm like, sign it really big. I think one of these days I'm going to get an artist to draw like some pictures maybe of Eugene Merman and maybe like Gene on it. I just thought that was really funny. Okay, this is a package I bought last June. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some more older packages in this video. I hope to kind of catch up with everything today. But it'll be fun because it'll be a surprise. There's 12 comic books. I paid $23.17. Because it's like 7 months old, I don't remember what's in here, so this is going to be fun. All right, let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, let's see how it looks in here. It looks like they used the Funko Pop box. Cardboard on top. Ready to protect it. And some loose Archie comic books. Okay, let's take a look. Alright, so it looks like we have some Silver Age Archies. I love collecting Silver Age Archies. Most of the time I try to buy them in big lots like this because it just makes it cheaper per comic book. This is a fun monster cover. Even though it's just a poster, I still really like that. Archie Pals and Gals 35. Number 36. This one split a little bit, but that's okay. Number 34. Oh, let me move these over just a little bit so we can see better. Little Archie 59. Archie's Joke Book number 135. That's a fun cover. Archie's Joke Book 104. Archie's Joke Book 106. These are all really beautiful covers. I love this era of art. I like this era and earlier of Archie's. I think they're just so much fun. Archie's Joke Book 108. Jughead 161. Betty and Me number 23. And all these are in decent condition. Laugh number 211. And Archie and Me number 33. All right, that was a really fun lot of silver and early bronze Archie comic books. Love it. Okay, this is a mystery package of comic books, and I think 1 or 2 other items. My friend Anthony gave it to me at the Queen's Comic Party in, was it November, I believe I went. And I meant to open this up when I did the haul video, and I forgot. But I just recently found it again, so I'm going to open it up and see what's inside. I'm kind of excited to see what he added to this mystery bag. All right, let's open it up and see what's inside. So I bought a whole bunch of stuff from my friend Anthony at the Queen's Comic Party in October. A couple of expensive comic books, some Funko Pops. And he said, you know what, and he threw this in for free, basically. And I forgot to unbox it during my haul video, so I have no idea what's in here. I think this is going to be a ton of fun. Shoot. Oh, and the comic books are backwards. That's good. I think he was selling these for $10 at the event. I forget. Oh, it looks like some cards, some random stuff. If you ever met Anthony, he's just one of the nicest people. He's a people person. He loves being around people, and he loves nerdy stuff. So he's like the coolest nerdy people person that you would ever meet. Okay. Oh, that's backwards. All right. I'm going to look at the little feely stuff here. We have Captain America Shield. Kill Robots, you got this. Little sticker. So just a bunch of little promotional stickers. Those are fun. Oh, this is his Instagram, Geeky Peebles. And Lex Luthor card. And this is also his sticker. And Johnny Blaze. Okay, that's a fun little bonus handful of stuff. Let's look at what we got in the comic books. Okay, we have Flash 204. Really cool Flash comic book. See if I can get the glare off. Oh, these are all taped together. So I gotta untape them. And oh. All right, what else we got? We got Uncanny X-Men number 15. Cool cover. Love that. Really awesome old school Marvel team up, number 101. Love that series. Batwoman number 25. Freak Show Night one shot. That looks like a fun indie comic book. Spooky 128, awesome old school Harvey comic book. Love that. Pretty sure that's Silver Age. That is actually really awesome. Okay, what else we got in here? Safe Sex number 2. Fun Image comic book. Just a free comic book day. That looks interesting. Another free comic book day. Oh, and a really cool Harley Quinn 75. All right, that's really fun. For the price he was charging, that's actually a fun little mystery lot. Love that cover. Awesome Frank Cho cover. All right, thank you, Anthony. I really appreciate it. Okay, this is a package I bought last December. It's $19.99, I believe, for one comic book. I forget what's inside. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, let's see what this looks like inside this box. Looks like just a Priority Mail brick of some sort. Not the best because they used it with the crease, which means it had no integrity, but it was in a nice box, so that's really what matters. Okay, and then lots of tape. Oh yeah, okay, I remember what this is. So lately I've been kind of wanting to collect more Elite and Hugh stuff, and then I saw this really awesome virgin cover of Katy Keene, and you guys know I collect Katy Keene. So his version of Katy Keene, I thought this was really beautiful. And for the price, 20 bucks, I think there's only a few hundred of these, maybe like 500. I'm not sure the exact limit to it, but I knew I had to have it. Just a beautiful cover, limited. I like limited things that are beautiful. That is really awesome. Okay, so this is a box of comic books. I opened it up because I was trying to figure out what it was. I didn't mark it anyway, and I lost the shipping label. I must have pulled it off when I opened it months ago. Usually I like to write how much I paid for things and how many comics there are, just so I have a little bit of information when I do videos. I don't remember, so this is going to be a complete mystery. So let's open it up and see what's inside. We have a brick of comic books in bubble wrap, so that's good. Says J. Lee, Derek Chu. Oh, you know what these were? I think these were some variants I bought on eBay. A couple different lots, if I remember correctly. Alright, it's En Hyuk Lee, not J. Lee. Okay, these are all backwards and forwards, so I feel like I'm going to have to flip them as we go through them. Okay, so we have a, I think it's a Derek Chu Supergirl number 38. Really fun cover. Love the artwork. Supergirl 39, another cover he did. That is cool. A Harley Quinn number 7, beautiful cover. I believe that's Derek Chu as well. And then we have In Hyuk Lee. We have a, not sure the character, but one of the X-Men. That's a beautiful cover. I need to get a lot more of his art. I need to get more of both of their artwork. We have the Immortal Hulk 49 In Hyuk Lee cover. Cool cover. Really beautiful Psylocke cover. That's gorgeous. So then these are relatively cheap. I think these are all, you know, like $3 each maybe. Captain Marvel 31. Beautiful Miss Marvel cover. Love that one. We have Amazing Spider-Man 72. A silk cover. That one's gorgeous. And not sure the character, but a cool cover. That looks like Shang-Chi. What was it? Voices Identity 1. Awesome cover. Yeah, this is a fun lot. I'm really happy I got these. I think this lot I actually bought, and then I had to wait like a month for them to ship because it was a pre-order, which I did not realize. Okay, we have a Jubilee cover. That is super cool. And I forget the name of this character, but that's a super cool cover as well. All right, awesome lot. Really happy with those. I definitely, this year, I think I'm going to be looking for a lot more of his covers because I love his artwork. I think it's beautiful. Okay, this is a super cool limited edition book. I think they only made 500 copies. I bought it off of Amazon for $87.08. I'm actually going to put an affiliate link for this book in the description below if you want to get a copy. All right, let's take a quick look through this book. It's really cool. Okay, so I believe this book was limited to 500 pieces. It's the thrilling comic book cover art of Alex Schomburg. There's also a soft cover that's you can get that just in print. It's not limited like this, but I like hard covers. When I collect art books, I want them a hardcover if I can get it. I think the price I paid, around 80 bucks, is a great price, and it just reprints a ton of his Golden Age covers. I mean, this is one of my all-time favorite covers. I really want that issue, but that issue even beat up thousands of dollars. So getting a book like this that lets you enjoy the artwork for, you know, cheaper than the price of one single comic book is super awesome to me. And so it just tells a little bit of the story, you know, which is fun to learn more about the artists from back then. And then you get all these awesome covers that he did. Yeah, there's just more story here. But then you get more of these beautiful covers. This is, you know, such a famous cover of his. Wonder Comics. I would love to collect a lot of this stuff. This stuff, you could probably get 4s and 5s for like 500 to 1,000. But you add it up, adds up real quick to tens of thousands of dollars just to try to collect a bunch of this. And then you get the superhero stuff. That stuff just gets pricey. These are beautiful though. And so if you want just to get a book to get the artwork, you can get the soft cover. I think it's like 35 bucks maybe. Hardcover, you're just gonna have to stalk Amazon and eBay just until you can find one for a decent price, because they only printed 500 of this, which is cool. It's fun to have a limited art book like this. I mean, that's a gorgeous cover. That's one of the first ones. I don't have any Schomburg stuff yet, but I really want to collect it. I think that's one of the first ones I'm going to go after. It's going to be pricey, though. The expensive hobby when you start collecting this kind of stuff. So, yeah, I'm not going to show you the whole book because it's probably something that you'll want to pick up if you really enjoy it. But, yeah, these are awesome. I love this. This is gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. Such a fun book. I love it. I'm so happy I was able to find a copy. Okay, we have another package from June. It's amazing how long it takes me to open up some of these packages, but I love to do them on video. So sometimes it just, when other things become a priority that I have to get done, they kind of back up a little bit. So sometimes it's terrible if they arrived in bad condition, but most of the time it's just a ton of fun because it's a surprise. It'll be something I really wanted, I bought, forgot about, and then I open it up like, oh, cool, I got that. All right, so it's 7 comic books. I paid $15.75. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, so this feels like bubble wrap inside the envelope, but no cardboard. So I don't know how well that allowed it to arrive. Looks like old school comic books. All right, let me get this open up so I can see what's inside. I do like buying these random lots of older stuff. I pay like $2 a comic. Now this one's kind of beat up, but I'm guessing there's 1 or 2 comic books I really wanted. That by themselves is probably worth what I paid. Okay, we have Laugh number 206. Really cool cover. A little bit beat up, but I don't know if I would buy the lot for that. Dennis the Menace 103. That one is soiled. Blondie 168. That one's pretty beat up too. Ooh, this one looks nice. We have Worlds Unknown. I don't know the number, but this one actually looks in decent shape. So I definitely bought the slot for this issue. Because I feel like, you know, the spine's a little bit beat up, but the whole image looks really nice. All right, that's cool. Oh, and then Unknown Worlds. Not sure the number as well, but it looks beautiful. As a kid, I loved girders. For whatever reason, I would draw them and imagine them. So when I see old school comic books with girders on the cover, definitely it's like a weird subset of stuff that I collect. I actually want to look at this issue. Yeah, it looks in decent shape. It's glossy. The corner's a little bit destroyed right there. And the spine looks slightly damaged. But overall, it's definitely like a 5 or 6 maybe. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, I love this oddball horror thriller kind of stuff. That is really cool. I think the $15 I paid is probably, this is almost worth that by itself probably. Awesome. These are in like weird magazine boards. I gotta get these properly put together. And then we have a Brave and the Bold number 76. Really low grade. It's probably like a 1.5, maybe a 1. But I think that's a Neil Adams cover. Beautiful comic book. That one I probably have already. So I probably bought the lot just for these 2 issues because they're beautiful. And then everything else is kind of filler. And, you know, it's a little bit too low grade for my taste. But these 2 are beautiful. All right, really happy with that. Okay, this is a package of 5 art books I bought from the artist Omar Dogan. I thought I was opening up this package last time, but that was a Warren Lau package. So this is a Omar Dogan package. I love art books from different comic artists. You know, you enjoy comic covers. So really awesome comic covers are awesome. But sometimes when you buy an actual sketchbook or art book, you get many pages of what would be beautiful covers. And even if the artwork is not like cover level finished artwork, just having sketches is a lot of fun too. I think I paid about $100. I think it's 5 small sketchbooks. All right, let's open up this box and see what's inside. Okay, all right, so in this box we have 5 of these sketchbooks. Now they're not anything exciting cover-wise. Move it down a little bit. But he signed each cover. So this is sketchbook number 1, but I really love all the sketches he posts on Instagram. Really cute anime style drawings of all really cute female characters, a couple male characters. So when I like an artist and I like their sketches, I like following them on Instagram, but it's also nice just to have an actual physical copy, a book to have just in your collection that you can pull out and flip through and really enjoy. Because it's fun to look on Instagram, but having it in hand is even better. And it also, you know, you support the artists so they can pay their bills and eat and continue to make awesome artwork. So we got a bunch more sketches, cute, bunch of anime stuff, video game stuff. Yeah, these are all really cute and beautiful. I'm not going to show you every single page. Just going to flip them real quick. Just give you an idea of what his sketchbooks look like. And I think they're a little bit expensive, maybe $20 each. It's kind of hard to get sketchbooks from artists cheap, just because they're usually limited edition and they're, you know, directly from the artist, so it supports them. But I don't mind, because I love it. And I feel like you actually get a lot of content. Even though these books look small, it feels like there's like a ton of pages in there. Like when you actually start flipping through it and you see how many pages full of artwork there is. Yeah, I love these. I'm really happy with those. And I think, so there's 6 volumes, 5 volumes I got. I think he's doing a 6th volume now. I don't know if these are print on demand or if he does a limited edition of these. Not 100% sure, but these are beautiful. So this is his 5th volume. So the later the volume, the newer the work. And I think over the years, he's just gotten better and better. So his newest work is the best. It is so cute and beautiful. And it's all, you know, it's marker drawings. It's not digital. There's something about actually seeing a physical drawing that's been colored with markers. It just looks beautiful to me. A lot of stuff just looks way too digital. And I would love to one day own one of his cover sketches on the comics he does, because this is just beautiful. Beautiful work to me. Yeah, these are all gorgeous, gorgeous. But see, it's fun because the one thing really cool about these is I love these and I want to buy them, but you know, how much are they? $300, $400, $500? I'm not sure how much he charges, but getting a sketchbook with all of them in it, just a reproduction of all of these for $20 is so worth it to me. Because I feel like I now have all this artwork. I don't have the originals, but I have really awesome reproductions of all of them, and they are adorably cute and beautiful. Just such fun artwork. But man, it would be so awesome to own some of these sketch cover comics that he's done. Oh, that Chun-Li is beautiful. Yeah, I love that. He did Street Fighter comic books probably like 10 years ago, 8 years ago. So I do have some of those original comics, but I don't have any of these really cool sketch covers that he's done. But yeah, these are amazing. All right, awesome. Really happy with those. Okay, I recently bought this set of 3 manga books. Absolutely beautiful 1970s horror manga. I thought these were super cool. I'm actually going to put an affiliate link to Amazon for these as well in the description if you want to check them out. But let's take a quick look through them. I think they're wonderful. I love the stories. I've read most of the first one. I still have to read these 2. But the artwork's gorgeous. I absolutely love these. I really want to show you them. Let's take a closer look at them. Okay, so we have 3 books here. These are from a really cool manga series from the 70s called The Drifting Classroom. The reprints that came out last year, I believe. Oops, that's book 3, book 1, and book 2. I saw it at Book Off a few months ago, and I just decided to order it on Amazon. And it's gorgeous. The illustrations inside, I think, are fantastic. Basically, I'm not going to go too deep into it because I don't want to spoil it, but it's about a schoolhouse that gets warped out of time to another dimension or another time and place. And it's a really fun story. Like, this is the mom of the main character. She starts panicking when she hears about the school. And just, I love the illustrations in this book. They're just very striking. I like the way she looks. She's really cute. It's a crazy survival horror tale. I love survival horror. Just gonna find one more really awesome. Like look at this crazy building that's crumbling apart. So I'm having a lot of fun. I've read most of the first book. I have to read the other 2, but I definitely recommend it. I think it just has really beautiful artwork. If you like old school manga and you like just a beautiful book hardcover, these are definitely something worth picking up because I just think they're awesome. If you know any other really cool 70s manga that's been reprinted in nice hardbound versions, let me know because this is the kind of stuff I really love. Okay, this is a couple comic books I bought from a local comic book shop a few months ago. Really awesome Bronze Age stuff. All right, so let's take a look at the bag and see what's inside. Okay, so this is just some really awesome Bronze Age Uncanny X-Men that I bought from a local shop. I paid $35 for X-Men 118, pretty high grade, probably a very fine copy, a couple minor spine ticks. But for this age, I'm really happy with that. Gorgeous cover. And then Uncanny X-Men 119. So I believe I needed these two. I just need a few more to complete my run from 94 up. And I would like to try to do that this year as well, because I love the Uncanny X-Men. This is one of my favorite comic books growing up. So every time I see them, I get really strong nostalgia, and it just makes me really happy to own them. And these are in pretty high grade, too. A high grade issue from the 70s. Awesome. I love it. Okay. It's another June package. It's crazy to me how long I'd take to open some of these up. So this is going to be fun. It's 24 comic books. I paid $71.03. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, so this looks like a whole pile of Silver Age Archies. Just under $3. That's a little bit more than I normally like to pay, but it is Silver Age Archies, and I think they were in relatively good shape if I remember correctly. I do like buying Archie lots like this when it looks like some issues could be as high as 7s and 8s. And if the minimum grade is at least like a 4, that makes me happy, because a lot of the older Archie stuff is just beat up. So we have Archie Annual 21, a fun record store cover. I love the record store covers. Betty and Me 21. Looks in decent shape, but the bottom staple looks like it's popped. No, it's holding on. It's holding on. That's actually pretty good. Archie's Pals and Gals 32. Beautiful red cover. I love the red car. Very striking red on that. That one's a little bit more beat up, but that's okay. Life with Archie 89. Decent looking copy. Archie Pals and Gals number 40. Not too bad. Pretty decent shape. Reggie and Me number 19. Awesome cover. Decent shape. Pep 246. That is cool. Reggie and Me 32. Laugh 199. Really awesome blues on this one. Really striking. Archie's Joke Book number 121. It's got a record cover. I like record covers. Archie's Joke Book 83. Betty and Veronica 115. These are all in relatively decent shape. I'm really happy with this. Betty and Veronica 154. They're not bagged and board. That would have been nice, but that's okay. They arrived in pretty decent shape. Archie's Pals and Gals 43. Archie's Pals and Gals 42. Little Archie number 46. Laugh 185. It's a gorgeous cover. Yeah, this is 66. Yeah, so the mid 60s ones, that one starts getting a little bit more expensive. Like a lot of stuff, this might be a $5 comic book, but that might start approaching $10 to $20 if it's in decent enough shape. Betty and Me number 31. Pep 217. Really like that cover. That's a fun cover. Pep 212. Archie's Pals and Gals 54. Life with Archie 97. Laugh 193. And Laugh 235. That one's also, just the colors are really nice in that. It's got a little bit of chipping on the corners, but that's a beautiful cover. All right, really happy with those. Those are awesome. Okay, this is a comic book I already opened up because when I got it, I really wanted to check it out. I paid $105 for it. It's a really awesome comic book. Let me pull out this envelope and show you what's inside. Okay, this one I was super stoked to pick up. I think it's such a beautiful comic book. So we have Teen number 26. This one you don't see for, it's a decent like 4.5 probably. It's the Canadian edition, which I think is slightly cheaper. But the staples are solid in it. It's got a little bit of wrinkling. I feel like with the pressing, it would press pretty nicely. I love just the color and the graphics and the design of this issue. And for the price I paid, I am thrilled with this comic book. Awesome comic book. Gorgeous. All right, we have another June package. I think it's one comic book. I paid $46.10. All right, let's open it up and see what's inside. Feels like a just priority box inside. You know me, I don't really like the priority boxes as the only protection in a box like that. The comic, I mean, the corners look okay though. They used really long, so it didn't ding the corners, which is good. Okay, and then we got Patsy and Hedy 26. Nice earlier issue from the run. It's not in the best shape. I see a little bit of a chunky scratch right there and some creasing, but not too bad for an older issue. But I don't see these earlier issues, although I did pay $46, so I probably wouldn't have bought it if I had noticed that damage right there. So I don't remember what I was thinking when I bid on it. Still happy to have it though. I do not have it, so going into the collection. Okay, so I was editing the video and I was like, why the heck did I pay so much for this issue? It was kind of bothering me, actually. I probably normally wouldn't have paid more than maybe $10 for it because of the damage. But then I went to look at the eBay listing. I was like, oh, wait a second. So I had to come back and show you guys. I got to look at it. I didn't pull it out of the bag. That's what I should have done. Okay, so, you know, it's damaged. I'm like, what did I pay? 42, whatever I pay. I forget what I paid. Pay way too much for it. But it's higher grade than I thought it was going to be because it's a double cover. And the interior cover is probably like a 5.0. So it's a lot higher grade than I thought it was. And it's rare because it's a cool double cover. I love double covers. If I had a ton of money, I would probably collect a ton of double covers just to collect them because it's cool. I love errors. I love mistakes. It just goes to show that we're all human. And just it's a fun, unique piece that you don't see too often. Especially on an older comic book like this. This might be one of the only ones that has a double cover. There might be a couple double covers. Who knows? But for Patsy and Hedy number 26, it's rare. I don't have this issue, so it's really cool to have this as my issue in my collection because of the error. That is awesome. Super cool. I love it. Okay, this is a package I bought in October last year. It's one comic book. I paid $56.45. Let's open it up and see what's inside. All right, let's see what's in here. Okay, let's see what we got. We got some packaging. I feel like the comic book is in bubble wrap. And a bag, a shopping bag. Oh, I think I just bought we had this in the last video. I do that sometimes because it takes so long to open up stuff. I sometimes buy duplicates because I look and I look and I look for this kind of stuff, and it's so hard to find it in a decent condition because a lot of this Golden Age stuff is really low grade. So I'm always looking for like 3.5s or 4s or better. And it's hard to find them in that grade for a price that's acceptable. A lot of times when stuff gets 3.5, 4, they'll want hundreds of dollars for them. And this one was, you know, 40 bucks. It didn't really have any board, so it's kind of floppy in this bag, but it looks in decent shape. I think it's better shape than the last one I got. Let me open it up. Yeah, so I have a duplicate. I'll probably keep the duplicate for now just because I really like the covers on these. It's a little bit crunchy on the spine. It looks like it's soiled a little bit. Let's see the interior. Slightly off-white. Oh, this is fun. I keep doing videos where I repeat things. Stable is firmly attached though, so that's good. Just a little bit of tanning, but not terrible. Yeah, so this is definitely right in that wheelhouse of like a 3.5 to a 4. Really happy with that, actually. So I guess I have 2 decent quality copies of this issue. All right, I got another package here from June. I must have put these all together because there's a lot from June. So it's 15 comic books. I paid $46 for it. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, let's, it feels like a brick in here. So we have a brick of boards. These look like bigger issues, so they might be Golden Age. Let's find out. See you in a second. Feels like My Lights on bigger boards. Although the vendor taped them as a brick. And I always say I kind of hate when they put packing tape right on the bags. Because it becomes a pain in the butt to get it off. And so opening this is going to be a pain in the butt. Alright, let me try to get this apart. Alright, looks like we have a whole pile of cartoon books from the Golden Age. Or Atomic Age Golden Age. This is fun. Let's see. Alright. So we have Woody Woodpecker, don't see the number, Dell Comics. So that, the unnumbered one might be a 4-color, because sometimes they would start in 4-color and then later on they would get their individual series number. Woody Woodpecker number 18. These look like solid mid-grade copies. You know, like 4 to 6s. That's actually pretty awesome. Another Woody Woodpecker. Okay, happy with that. Another Woody Woodpecker. So this must have been a whole Woody Woodpecker lot. Woody Woodpecker number 17. Number 24. They look really nice in the Mylars. I love this. Or My Lights. Woody Woodpecker 23. Number 22. And you know, some of these, they have spine wear. They're a little bit worn, but there's no major damage on any of them. I love it. Number 19. Number 16. Number 20. So this fills in my run really well. So number 21. Don't see the number. Another no number. So these are either 4 colors or the earlier issues in the run. I'll figure it out. This one looks really nice. The whites are bright. Gorgeous cover. I love seeing, oh, see, and that's the tape from this big taped up package. I love seeing the Golden Age stuff that's just very bright white. And then two more. Another Woodpecker, don't know the number. And number 25. 25 is the one that looks a bit more beat up. Those are really cool though. I love collecting the Golden Age or Atomic Age cartoon stuff because it's really affordable. You can get issues for $2 to $5 a piece. So you can collect them, enjoy them, and you're not breaking the bank doing it. Really happy with those. Those are awesome. Last June, I kind of started a Fiction House kick where I wanted to collect a lot of Fiction House comic books. So I bought this really cool book on the history of Fiction House with a lot of the covers reprinted. It's a really awesome book. I'm actually going to put another Amazon affiliate link to this book as well in the description if you want to check it out. I love it. I think it's really awesome. It was, I think, around 50 bucks. So it's a great way to get a lot of the covers in your collection without spending a ton of money. And you can read about the history a little bit, and it's just a ton of fun. All right, let's flip through the book a little bit and check it out. Okay, so we got this really cool History of Fiction House book. I picked it up because I wanted to learn more about Fiction House, especially because I decided to start collecting it. It has a lot of cool reprints of the artwork. I've read the first chapter, I think, or the first 24 pages or so, so it's just fun to read about the history of Fiction House a little bit. Just where they came from, where they started with pulps, and then they went into comic books. And then just, there's a lot of history of it, and then there's a lot of reprints of the different covers. Some full page ones, which is amazing. I really love the pages where they show the actual art, before it's been colored, so you can just see the way it looks. Gorgeous, beautiful artwork. I'm guessing somewhere in here there's probably some Matt Baker artwork, because I know he worked on some of these comic books. And then some reprints of different issues, more of the original artwork reprinted, and Fight Comics number 58, gorgeous cover. So yeah, I want to collect a lot more of these issues. So for like 50 bucks, getting a whole book on the history of it, I think it's just fun. Sometimes it's really nice to buy reference stuff like this before you start really collecting it, just so that you can get some of the stuff cheaper. I mean, that cover is awesome. Such a cool cover. Because a lot of, like, an issue like this, even beat up, is going to be over 100 bucks. In high grade, hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars on some of this stuff. I started collecting Fiction House just because I think it's within the range that I can collect, where I can get some of these awesome covers for 100 bucks, maybe 200 at the most. Whereas some of the other Golden Age stuff is a lot more. So these I can buy a couple every once in a while, and I don't feel like I'm spending a huge fortune. Whereas later on, I'll probably want to start picking up really expensive ones when I can afford it. But for now, this book is really cool. Lots of awesome reproductions. Original comics reprinted. But I just want to see the artwork. To me, the artwork is beautiful, especially these uncolored versions of everything. Or this one where it's like the sketch of the cover and then the original cover. Awesome, awesome cover. Love that one. So there's a whole bunch of these sketches into the actual comics. So yeah, I think this is amazing. Love this stuff. Such a really fun book. Awesome. All right, we have another June package. I think it was one comic book. I paid $28.99. Let's open it up. Okay, yeah. This actually, I think it's two packages. I just combined them back then when I got them. I don't think I got them from one vendor. Okay, I paid $28.99 for one. I paid $27 for another. One of these looks in really nice higher grade. I don't know if it'll hit a 9.8, but it could be like a 9.6 or a 9.4 because I don't really see any spine creases. Corner's a little bit damaged right there. And this one has a little bit more crunchiness on the corner, but I feel like that could be pressed out, so that might be maybe a 9.0 candidate. Either way, I absolutely love Gru the Wanderer, and I decided last summer when prices were going crazy that I really wanted a 9.8 Destroyer Duck number 1. So what I decided to do is, at the time they're going for like $600 to $700 for a 9.8. What I was going to do is try to buy as many as I could in the $20 to $30 range until I got one that was like the best condition out of the batch, and get that one graded to try to get a 9.8. So you'll probably see a few more in this collection. I bought these all before the news came out that they're going to do a Gru cartoon, so I got these for a great price. I got them just in time, because that's what I was worried about, that if something ever happened where they were going to do a cartoon, that the prices would really jump. I might actually got these from the same vendor because they're both in Mylars. So it might have been the same vendor and I bought both copies they had. This one also looks slightly more yellowed than this one. But for the price I paid, I think these are easily, this one's probably like 100-ish now, and this one probably be like 70-ish, graded even more possibly. So really happy with those. Those are cool. All right, this is a package I bought a month ago. It's 4 comic books. I paid $18.99. It feels like really crappy packaging. It just feels like maybe backer boards in a plastic bag. The corners don't look too dinged up, so hopefully it survived. I don't know. I hate terrible packaging like this. Okay, let's open up and see how well it arrived and see what's inside. All right, let's pull these out. Only comic boards and the corners were dinged. Okay, not the best packaging job. Comics look slightly dinged up on the corners. That's a shame. But basically, we have 4 issues of Betty, which those look more beat up. Those aren't the ones I wanted. I wanted this one. This one last summer, the price really jumped out. I think it's come down. I don't know. I got the whole lot for $20, so I feel like I got it for a great deal. But this was the issue that had the, you know, future learning, at home learning from 2020. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, right here. Betty High School, 2021 AD. And she's sitting here home learning. She's at her computer. It says video monitor must remain uncovered at all times. So she's learning at home in the year 2021. I thought that was super cool. I really, really wanted this one. And it's just the whole story of her. Oh, she's talking to her teacher and there's like classmates. I'll have to read this story, but yeah, this is the future. That is so cool. Love that one. Okay, so I'm really happy with that lot. Even though it wasn't shipped well, the issue I wanted arrived in good shape. This is a stack of comic books I bought a couple months ago. I don't see the date on it. I must have pulled it out of the box. I think I actually needed the box to ship something. So I reused the box. Still have the comics inside. Don't know what's in it. All I know is I paid $62.46 for 15 comic books. All right, let's open it up and see what's inside. So this brick of comics was in a box. So, and then they put cardboard on it. Even though it's priority mail cardboard, that's fine because it's just the interior part. And then they put the whole thing in Tevic. So the packaging is not too bad. Okay. I don't remember if this was a lot or if I bought them individually from a company. I kind of forget because I didn't write down. I probably bought these individually from a company. So we have a Women of Marvel #1, beautiful cover. Oh, it looks like they just threw this in. This was, oh, it was the eBay package. All right, so it was an eBay lot. Okay, that Women of Marvel #1. Oh yeah, I remember these. Okay, we have Captain Harlock #2. I really enjoy Captain Harlock. I think it's a cool old school 80s anime. So this new series, I wanted to get most of the covers or all the covers if I could. So I think this lot had a bunch of them. Not 100% sure the artist, but it's a beautiful variant to that. #2. We have, oh, let me push that back. Oh, and then we have this really cool Peach Momoko. Oh, that was the right way. So upside down silk Peach Momoko cover. That is beautiful. I love her artwork. Really beautiful silk #1. Ooh, a Jen Bartel silk #1, I believe. Yeah, that's a gorgeous cover. I love that one. Just love her style, just like a old school painted look. Scotty Young silk #1. That one is really cute. Happy to have that. Not sure the artist, but that's a beautiful silk #1. Love that. Yeah, so this must have been a whole silk #1 lot and then a whole Captain Harlock lot. So a virgin variant, not sure, I think it's either #1 or #2. Another variant, doesn't say the number, but that is really gorgeous. Yeah, this is #2, so this is just the regular cover. And another, I guess there was like 10 different variants of these. These are cool though. And then Women of Marvel #1, Amanda Connor variant. That one's beautiful. Ooh, Women of Marvel Peach Momoko cover. I love this cover. Gorgeous cover. Really happy with that. And Women of Marvel #1, another really awesome variant cover. I think these two were on my top 100 covers from last year. All right, I love those. That was a fun lot. All right, this is another package I bought last June. I paid $16 for it. It was a Mercari order. With the Mercari, you got to open up the package within 3 days to make sure it arrived okay. Otherwise, you can't complain or get a refund or, you know, send it back for a refund. So I did open this one up because the packaging looked really bad. But I think the comic book arrived okay. Let's take a quick look at it and see what's inside. Okay, so as I showed you, I had to open this up. Packaging was pretty bad, but the comic arrived pretty good, and $16 was such a great price, especially because it jumped They actually taped it to the board. It kept the comic good because it didn't let the corners get dinged, but it's so hard to take it off. So we have Destroyer Duck number 1. Move that down a little bit. Okay. This one looks in pretty decent shape. I don't see any spine ticks. And I'd have to take a closer look. But like I said, so this was one of many I was buying last summer. I think I ended up buying maybe 10 of these. So there'll probably be a lot more in the video that I've already showed you and that I will be showing you. Really happy with that though. That is awesome. As you saw, I was buying Destroyer Duck comic books in June. I really wanted to get 9.8, but I didn't want to spend, at the time they were about $700. I really did not want to spend the $700 for a graded one. I figured I'd spend the $700 on a bunch of ungraded ones. I was hoping to get them for like $20, $30 a piece. I was hoping one of them would be in nice enough condition to get graded, or maybe press it and grade it to get 9.8. But then I walked into one of my local comic shops. Now, this comic shop I had been in a few times asking if they had a Destroyer Duck one. I was kind of looking everywhere I could find them. And I saw one on the wall. So as you saw earlier in the video last summer, I was buying Destroyer Ducks number 1. And I walked into one of my local comic shops and this was on the wall. I even had asked him if they had a copy. And he didn't know what I was talking about. So when I did walk in this time, I was like, hey man, this is what I was looking for last time. I'll tell you the price I paid on it in a minute. Because I am so stoked to get that. Also, I'm going to show you this. They had this batch of the PC Gru the Wanderers from 1 through 5. $20 is a great price because those have jumped in value. So let's see what we got. Move that over a little bit. So we have number 1. Oh, I love Gru. This one, not perfect. I see a little bit of a fingerprint and some creases, but I paid $4 an issue, which is a great price on these. Number 2, absolutely love that. Number 3, now most of these I think I had already, but at the time I was like $20. I just could not help myself because I think I was missing number 4 actually, which is a beautiful cover. I love number 4. And number 5 I might have been missing as well. And I still might be missing 6 and 7. I think that's it for the series. So I was really happy to pick those up. And so when I saw this issue on the wall, they had $250 on it. Now at the time it was selling for $600 something. He said they had a long time, so they probably priced it out when they got it graded like a year before that maybe. $250, I pulled it off the wall and I tried to pay for it as fast as I could because I didn't want them to look it up and take it away from me because this is the one I really wanted. And now, I think with the news of the cartoon possibly being made, I think it jumped to $1,800. I think it's come back down to maybe $1,000. But to me, this is such a great key and it's a very low print run. I don't think there's a ton of these graded. So I'm thrilled to have it. And it's a cornerstone of my collection right now. Makes me super happy to have this. Awesome. All right. Okay, this is another big box of comic books I bought in June. It's 73 comic books. I paid $60.87. So that's pretty cheap for a comic book. I'm guessing it's just like a fun collection of old comic books. I love buying random lots like this occasionally just to see if I luck out and get something really awesome. All right, let's open this box up and see what's inside. All right, this box just has a whole bunch of newspaper inside it. Just full of newspaper. Okay, basically inside this box is just 2 giant piles of comic books without bags and boards. But it looks like Archie and other Silver Age cartoon stuff. What did I pay, like 80 cents a piece or something like that? So that's not too bad for a big lot like this. I like buying big lots like this occasionally because it's just fun to get a whole bunch of old comic books for cheap. And sometimes you get a surprise or sometimes something's in a much nicer condition than you're expecting. So we got Sad Sack's Motee, the Talking Dog, number 87. It's got a little bit of chip out of it. Oh, these are cool. Lost in Space. Don't know the number, but I love the old painted gold key comics. For 80 cents, yeah, that's cool. Grimm's Ghost Stories, another awesome painted cover. Steel Sterling, so we have some 80s stuff, so it's not all old. Oh, okay, Peacemaker number 2. That's the reprint, but that is really neat. I don't know if I bought it just for that issue. I would have bought this before the show was out, but I don't know if I was looking for that. I bought this in June, so I think this was even before the Suicide Squad movie came out. Okay, we have Creepy Things, number 6. Okay, we have one cut issue, which is Texas Ranger number 53. The Miracle in Your Gas Tank. This one looks beat up, but kind of a fun cover. I don't know if that's the kind of thing you can clean. See, what I like about lots like this too, eventually I want to try to learn how to conserve comic books and clean them and fix them up. So something like this is 80 cents. This is what I would experiment and to see how nice I can make this look without restoring it, but just conserving it. So I like having some of this stuff just for that. Okay, we have Drag Strip Hot Rodders. That's a really cool looking comic book. Tarzan issue, pretty beat up. Oh, this is neat. Madhouse number 97. I love the covers on this run. And I don't have that one yet. So I'm actually really happy. This I would have picked up for $5 at a comic show. So it's like I bought this one and then I got like 6 others for free basically. Popeye number 119. That is a lot of fun. Betty and Veronica 171. Betty Veronica Summer Fun number 248. Donald Duck number 48. That's cool. Not in the greatest shape, but still happy to have it. Richie Rich Cash number 28. Pretty beat up though. My Richie Riches, I like to have those in pretty high grade. Pink Panther, not sure the number, but that is cool. Okay, so far a lot of fun and a couple really awesome issues in there. Okay, next brick, we have Lou Stinger's Brickman. Looks like a fun indie comic book. Really like that. Battle of the Planets. That is really cool. I love the old school anime, Americanized anime, I guess. Captain Victory, don't know the number, but we got some 80s stuff in here. Captain Victory number 9. Jungle Adventures featuring Zangar number 3. That's cool. I haven't seen that before. I love getting this weird old stuff that I haven't seen before. Really enjoy that. Lost in Space, another really cool painted cover. Captain Victory. So these aren't worth a ton, but I love them. I think they're cool. Kool-Aid Man number 2. Love that one. That one is cool. And number 1. I think I have number 1, but not sure about number 2. E-Man number 2. E-Man's really fun. Oh, I got a couple of those. A couple of E-Mans. Yankee Doodle, The Spirit of Liberty. Everything's Archie, number 49. Tweety and Sylvester. Don't know the number. Tweety and Sylvester again. Life with Archie, 154. Richie Rich, 153. Okay, those are fun. Let me move some of these out of the way. Okay. Honestly, if I could find lots like this regularly, that's a fun mix of stuff with some more expensive stuff, some harder to find stuff, some rare stuff, I would buy this all the time because it's a ton of fun. Everything Archie, number 45. And it fills in a lot of my collections without spending a whole ton. Like if I was trying to put this set together on its own, you know, you're paying $5 each with shipping if you buy one at a time. But if I buy a lot like this, I get 3 or 4, throw it into my collection, sort it out. And then later on, I realize, you know what? I have most of the series. Everything Archie, number 44. Number 33. I like that cover. That's a cute cover. Sad Sacks Army Life Parade, number 2. This one is Silver Age, I think. 1963, yeah, earlier Silver Age. E-Man, not sure the number. Aesop's Fables, number 2, indie comic book. Walt Disney Comic Stories 221, that is pretty awesome. Not terrible shape. It's probably like a 1.5 to 2 maybe, but it's not like torn up or anything, so that makes me happy. Life with Archie 220, Tom and Jerry 229. Life with Archie 217, Life with Archie 141. Really like that cover. Life with Archie 96. Another old Tom and Jerry. Richie Rich Success 14. That one's pretty beat up. And Richie Rich, don't know the number. It's coverless. But that's okay. Again, a lot like this, you're basically not paying for every issue. You're paying for like half the issues that are in better shape. Pay $1.50 each for those. And then the rest is kind of like a freebie. Okay, and then one more stack out of this box. We got Welcome Back Cotter, number 9. That's cool. I like the 70s pop culture stuff a lot. Barney and Betty Rubble, number 6. That's fun. Gentle Ben. Richie Rich Success Stories, number 66. Jughead, the number's torn, so I'm not sure. Life with Archie 178, that's a cool cover. I like that one. I need to find a better copy of that because I really like that. Richie Rich 87. That's fun. Devil Kid starring Hot Stuff 56. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Huey, Dewey, and Louie again. Richie Rich 163. Life with Archie 191. That's a fun cover. I do like the Life with Archies where they don't have the big red, but it's just the full image. It's just more fun to me. Mighty Samson, awesome painted cover. Love that. Boris Karloff, Tales of Mystery, another awesome painted cover. Richie Rich Billions 19. Betty and Veronica 191. Korzak, Son of Tarzan, a fun painted cover. Falling in Love, number 29. Not in the best shape, but it's probably one of the more expensive comics in the lot. I feel like a comic like that's got to be worth $5 to $10, even though it's falling apart. It's old golden age romance, which is hard to find for a cheap price. There's a new world coming. Looks like a religious comic book. Ripley's Believe It or Not True Ghost Stories, really cool painted cover. Richie Rich and Casper 33. The Cross and the Switchblade. Oh, another really fun painted Lost in Space comic book. I probably bought the lot just for the Lost in Space because I really like those. Those are cool. Pep 285, that's in actually pretty nice shape. I like that one. And Richie Rich 215. Okay, that was a lot of fun. There's probably 5 comic books I'm really excited to add to my collection, and then just a whole bunch of run filler that I need to fill in collections, and some stuff that I'll have to replace with better copies. But for now, I am happy with that. Okay, we have this short box of comic books I bought a few weeks ago from one of my regulars. This is from the same guy that sold me the artwork in the last video. I love the comic books that he collects and he sells me. What he does is he buys them to read them, and when he's done with them, he sells them to me once every few months. So it's usually a lot of really fun stuff. I'm actually kind of excited to go through this box. All right, let's look through the box and see what's inside. Okay, so I love buying stuff from this guy. He always has fun indie stuff like this. Vampirella. We have Vampirella book 1. Another beautiful cover. Book 4. Book 2. These are gorgeous. I feel like I need to give them more time than I am. Book 3. Beautiful. And then we had a bunch of Spawns. And just the Spawns, when you get into the hundreds, are hard, and then the 200s are even harder to pick up. This one looks like it has a little bit of an ink bleed on the top there, but that's all right. Spawn 199. He always seems to have some of these rare Spawn books. I love picking these up from him because they're so hard to find. A lot of these are expensive, $10, $20, $50. Spawn 259. Spawn 260. Okay, and then here's some more Steve Manning stuff. Oh, love his artwork. So I didn't really know about him until I bought these comic books plus the artwork from this guy. I just love his style. It's kind of cartoony, just really fun. It's whimsical. And this is, I think, some of his older work. So his later work is even better. So we have The Bomb #1. So I do want to, I picked up a bunch of his work from this collection, but I want to look at what else I can find. The Bomb #3. Oh, and look at this beautiful painted cover. I love that one. The Bomb #2 and The Bomb #4. Got more of the Spawn 261. So hard to find this stuff cheap because it's just the print runs are low 10 years ago whenever these came out. Spawn 262. Ooh, Devil's Reign #1 Peach Momoko cover. That is gorgeous. I forgot I bought that from him. Really happy to add that to my collection. Okay. And then we have more Peach Momoko goodness. Wow, that's a beautiful, beautiful illustration. So we have the Frost Giant's Daughter #1, Peach Momoko cover. Commanders in Crisis #1, Peach Momoko cover. Gorgeous. Star Wars High Republic #3. I end up getting a lot of the newer Star Wars stuff from him as well because he reads it and then he sells it to me. #2. Junior Carrick Patrol #1. That's fun. I love cool indie stuff like that. The Invincible Red Sonja #1, a Frank Cho sketch cover. That is super awesome. I love that. I love that. So we have Red Sonja #2. Beautiful cover. Love that. Hit Girl #5. Really awesome cover. Spawn 263. Fathom Ashcan limited to 1,500 pieces. Spawn 266. Awesome cover. These weren't cheap. What I did was all the Spawns, I looked them up to see what they're selling for on eBay and gave them half the value. So a lot of these I probably paid $5, $10, $20 for. Spawn 265. Spawn 264. Die #14. These are really cool covers on those. Lady Mechanica #1. Love that cover. That one's awesome. I love the steampunk stuff, so this is something I'm really happy to pick up. Laura and Other Stories #1. Not sure anything about that, but it's a fun cover. Magic Order #1. Mark Millar stuff. That's always good. #6. #5. #4. #2. And #1. We got another stack here. We have Maestros. Not sure. Oh, #7. Steve Scrooge cover. I like his artwork too. It's really nice. Not sure what comic book that is, but that looks awesome. It's probably a Maestro's Virgin variant. Number 5, beautiful cover. Number 4. What I like about Steve Skroth's artwork is the line work is just really, really detailed. It just looks really beautiful. Number 3, that almost looks like a Jeff Darrow cover. Not 100% sure. I'll have to look that up. Number 2, beautiful. Number 1, sketch variant. Love that. Masters of the Universe Revelations number 4. That looks almost looks like an Arthur Adams cover. Not sure though. I have to look that up. Maw number 4. That's a nice cover. Alex Ross Daredevil cover. Love that. So like I said, I end up getting a lot of this cool newer stuff from him when I buy from him. So it makes me happy. Fills in the collection well. Okay, we have another stack here. We have Fight Girls number 4, Sabine Rich colored, Frank Cho drawn. Love that. I like anything that she's worked on. Fight Girls number 3, Fight Girls number 2. So I'm actually really happy to get this whole stack here. Fight Girls number 1, The Goddamned number 4. That looks cool. Gun Honey. There's a Warren Lau cover I gotta get where it's it's kind of risque cover, but it's beautiful. Do want to look for that one soon. Let's see, Fathom number 1, a Kickstarter limited version. That's a gorgeous cover. More Steve Manning stuff, which it looks like it's signed. Fearless Dawn number, just a one shot. I wonder if he drew inside. I gotta double check that. I forget if I looked or not. I might owe him more money if it's sketched. No, it wasn't sketched in, but the interiors are beautiful. This one's in color. Absolutely love his drawing style, and just in color it just looks fantastic. It colors very well. Gorgeous comic book. Really happy to have that. Beautiful. And then we have these really awesome bronze horror. I think there's a few of them. We have House of Mysteries 221. Beautiful, beautiful cover. Love that. Maestro's number 1, a fun, more limited version with gold. That one's beautiful. Batman 92, the art germ cover. Love that one. Shovel Noir number 4. The Devil's Red Bride number 1. I do like the indie stuff. Deja Thoris number 1. Looks like a Adam Hughes cover. That is beautiful. Hellboy number 1. All right, these ones aren't bagged. Hellboy number 1. Hellboy 1 of 4, The Bones of Giants. Hellboy in the BPRD number 2. Hellboy in the BPRD 1957. Don't see the number, but that's cool. I do like Hellboy. Okay, let me move these stacks so I can see better. Okay, we got another stack. We have Furry. It looks like a really indie comic book, but it looks beautiful. I love monsters and creatures like that. And it just looks like a whole bunch of different printed creatures and monsters. That's fun. I love stuff like that. Just as fun because it's not something you normally find. We have Dead Man number 1, which I believe Neil Adams signed right there. So that's really cool. Oh, he did. Came with a Midtown certificate. So that's super awesome. We have Witchblade Vampirella number 1, Arthur Adams cover. That is awesome. Love Arthur Adams. First appearance of Vigilante, just in time. Awesome. Teen Titans Annual number 2. Really happy to have that. I have a bunch already, but I love the show so much. Hellboy in the BPRD. Not sure the number on these. Number 2, the series. Number 1. Number 1 again, so that's probably a variant. Another series number 1, that's cool. Young Hellboy number 1 of 4, beautiful cover. Number 2 of 4. Number 3 of 4. Number 4 of 4. This one looks pixelated. It's kind of weird. Wonder if that's on purpose or not. Teen Titans Spotlight and Jericho number 3. That is cool. I like the Teen Titans stuff. Okay. Number 4. He was in last season of Titans, which was cool. I believe that was him. Number 5. Number 6. Teen Titans Spotlight on Hawk number 7. Teen Titans Spotlight on the Changeling number 9. It looks like he's with the Doom Patrol. Number 8 of the Hawk. Brotherhood of Evil number 11. These are fun actually. I love the Teen Titans stuff. Wonder Girl number 12. Cyborg number 13, Starfire number 2, and I think a lot of these I actually needed for my collection. This one I have though. This one I've picked up a ton of times. Starfire number 1. We got Return of Gorgo 31. I don't know if this is a reprint. Yeah, it looks like a reprint of an old school comic book. That's neat though. And Fantastic Four, True Believers. It's a reprint. Not sure what issue, but that's neat. Okay, and then we have one more stack out of this box. This has been a lot of fun. A lot of really cool stuff in here. Daredevil 200. Decorum issue 3. Defenders number 11. Destroyer Doc. Not sure the number, but still looking for number 1s. I'll buy them if they're cheap. Crossfire number 1. Mark Evner. He's the writer on Gru. So that's cool to see him there. The Cosmic Surfer number, don't know the number. It looks like a super indie comic book, but I love stuff like that. Batman 23. Batman 41. Detective 1016. That's a cool cover. Batman and Robin number 3. Love that cover. Showplace Big Bang Comics number 9. Flare number 6. Looks like an adult comic book. Vampirella number 15. Beautiful cover. Really awesome Frank Cho Vampirella Red Sonja cover for number 3. Wolverine 53. Oh, and Sabine Rich color. That always like her stuff. Wolverine 52. Tartarus number 4. Wolverine number 1 reprint. Star Wars Splinter of the Mind's Eye number 3. That's cool. Number 4. Swamp Thing reprint number 1. Spider-Man number 15. Alter Ego number 4. The Infinity cover, which is always fun. Alter Ego number 3. History of Comics number 1. Frank Cho Punchline number 1 cover. That one's beautiful. Post Americana number 4. I really like the covers on these. More Steve Skroce work. I think he did the covers on all these. And the interiors, if I'm right. Yeah, the interiors are just as fun as the covers. I love that. So number 5. If you have a comic book with a beautiful artist that does the cover and they do the interiors, that is just fantastic. So number 6, number 3, number 2, Planet of the Apes, and this is one of those mashup ones, I think, right? No, just Planet of the Apes. Michael Allred cover. That is beautiful. Love that. Swamp Thing number 5, beautiful cover. Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal. That sounds cool. Looks like a Frank Cho. Yeah, Frank Cho cover. Sabine Rich colored. Love that. Teen Titans 61. No Holds Barred number 1. Orphans and the Five Beasts number 1. Love. Who's it? James Stokey? I think that's the artist. Editor, publisher, script, art, letters, and cover. James Stokey. Yeah. His artwork is beautiful. I need to collect a lot more stuff that he's done. And just the colors. I guess he colors it too. The way it's colored and drawn. Everything about this comic is gorgeous. Blue Block number, don't know the number, but a fun indie comic book. Okay, so that whole box of stuff was amazing. I had a lot of fun with it. I love buying boxes like that because it adds so many cool things to my collection. Okay, that was a ton of fun. I cannot believe I own this comic book. Gru is one of my all-time favorite characters. I started collecting him again in the late 90s. So after I quit comic books, he's the one comic book I went back to because I loved it so much. And I have multiple copies of this in my collection that's been in my collection for over 20 years. But I am thrilled that I was able to get this one for $250. Such a great price. Such an awesome key comic book for my collection. I love it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.